We've got back-to-back home games on today's episode. Time to turn our indifferent form around. Stay tuned to find out if we can. Hello and welcome to episode 6 of the Pilgrimage. My name is Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, I've got two games for you. We're at home to Brackley Town in the National League North, and then at home to Alfreton Town in the National League North. Since you were last with us, we've been in indifferent form, to say the least. We followed the last episode by beating Southport 3-2 away from home. We then lost the FA Cup first round replay away to Forest Green, lost at home in the National League North to Chorley, beat Spennymoor in the FA Trophy, beat Kidderminster at home in the National League North, beat Leamington in the FA Trophy, lost away to Kettering in the National League North, and most recently drew with Alfreton Town. So now we come to the first game of today's episode, at home to Brackley, and let's go and pick the team for that one. So the team for this one is David Gregory in goal, a back four of Keenan Ferguson, Scott Garner, Jake Wright and Jack Davis. Lewis Bryan is at the base of midfield, Shane Byrne and Tom Platt in central midfield, Jordan Preston and Jay Rollins, the wingers. Jordan Burrow is up front. Let's submit the team and go and do the team talk. Okay, we are going with pumping the fists, and I expect to win today. Let's kick the match off and see if we can go and get it. Okay, so we get the game underway. Burrow to Bryan, to Garner, back to Bryan, Jake Wright, into Platt, Bryan to Byrne, plays it right to Preston. It's now with Ferguson, Bryan, Preston, back to Bryan, long ball over the top. Ferguson should keep this in, does. Cuts it back, but it's cleared, and the highlight ends with the ball on the halfway line. So let's demand more. Brackley are in the playoffs, so they're not a bad side, but we should be looking to get the win against them. Although Matthews is in behind, and his shot is straight at Gregory, and he makes a comfortable save. It's Brackley with the free kick on the edge of the area, headed away, but they'll collect and come again. Richards, it's with Dean, Dunn, back to Dean. Matthews gives the ball away to Bryan. Rollins plays it wide. It's now through to Burrow, who goes backwards to Bryan, backwards again to Wright. Bryan wide left to Davis, infield to Rollins, back out to Davis, who crosses. Burrow with the header, but straight at Lewis, the Brackley goalkeeper. So we're going to demand more again. I think we will be making some changes by half time at the very latest. And yeah, Wright needs to come off already, so he's not going to make half time. And we managed to avoid going a goal down. That's a great save from the Boston goalkeeper. And it's headed away, but Richards will collect, play it wide to the right. Lomas into the penalty area. Richards again, plays it wide to Lomas, and he's managed to get a cross in. Matthews gets to the byline, plays it back to Lomas, who crosses to the far side, and the shot is over the crossbar and out for a goal kick to Boston. And we have been marginally the the more active in terms of shots and shots on target. In terms of XG, we are behind. So, but neither has a very high XG. So 0-0 is pretty well a fair reflection of the game so far. Lomas gets to the byline. The header is on target but saved by Gregory, the Boston goalkeeper. And we've now got two players needing to come off at half time. Wright and Byrne both need to come off. So we're going to have to do both of those changes at half time. Burrow is going to have to stay out there a while longer. Not happy with your performance. And let's make those two changes. So Jake Wright is coming off. And Luke Shields can come on. In fact, Luke Shields isn't fit, so undo that. Jake Wright for Scott Duxbury. And the other change we need to make is Shane Byrne, especially as he's also on a yellow card for Paul Green. Lewis Bryan is okay. Right. We've got a striker on the bench, so we can make a change later if we need to up front, but we'll send the lads out for the second half with a demand more instruction ringing in their ears. Let's do that now. And it's Ferguson cuts out the clearance. Garner to Davis, and the highlight ends. We have a throw in near the corner flag. Davis to Rollins, back to Davis. Platt into Rollins. That's a penalty, surely. No, not given. It's cleared, and Bryan will come again into Ferguson, who gets space to cut the ball back. Green to Ferguson. Ferguson's cross. It's headed clear as far as Duxbury. Davis should have stood one up to the back post, didn't. Gets it to the byline. And the flick header is saved by Lewis. And we are now ahead on XG for the first time in... I'm not sure if it's the whole match. It's certainly a long time. Ferguson down the line, gets a cross in. Burrow with the header. It is over the top. And we've got one substitution left. I'm not going to use it yet. We're going to demand more again. We're going attacking. We need to win this game. And it's going to be Preston to come off, I think. If we've got a right winger on the bench. We don't. We've got Danny Elliott who can replace Rollins. So we're going to do that. Okay, Green to Bryan to Ferguson. Back to Bryan. He's managed to dance his way through. Burrow. And the shot is straight at Lewis. Saved comfortably. So we need to demand more. We're still on attacking. We're not going very attacking yet. Don't know if we will actually. We'll probably keep it as it is. Might have to take a 0-0 in this one. Potentially. But we will demand more one more time. And it's York to Dunn. Dunn with the cross. And Duxbury blocks what was a shot on target. Puts it out for a corner. We're in the 89th minute. Brackley on the attack at 0-0. This is dangerous. It's headed away, but Matthews will collect. And the highlight ends. We're into stoppage time. 3 added minutes signalled. We're in the final minute now. And it's Duxbury into Bryan. Into Preston, but he's given the ball away. So our final opportunity looks to have gone. The 3 minutes is now up. That is full time. It is Boston 0, Brackley 0. And that is a disappointing start to today's episode. So I'm going to point the finger and say I'm not happy. And I'll see you in a moment for the second match of today's episode. Time now for the second match of today's episode as we face Alfreton Town at home, and the team that's going to go out there and try and get us the win is Ryan Huddart in goal, a back four of Matt Tootle, Luke Shields, Jake Wright and Scott Duxbury, Paul Green at the base of midfield, Shane Byrne and Connor Di Maio in central midfield, Fraser Preston on the right wing, Joe Leasley on the left wing, Jordan Preston up front. Let's submit the team and go and do the team talk. Okay, the assistant is suggesting that this is a match we should be winning. Make sure we do. Can we pump the fists and say that? We certainly can. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, and we'll kick the match off and let's see if we can go out there and grab the win. And it's Alfreton who get the game underway. Bradley back to Jones. Jones with the chipped ball forward. Reed heads it on, but it's into the arms of Huddart, our goalkeeper. And it's Duxbury to Wright and the highlight ends. Let's demand more at this stage. And we've seen a 6-point gap open up to York at the top, so we cannot afford drop points today. Duxbury on the left-hand side plays it back to Leasley, who gives it back to Duxbury. Di Maio takes over. Duxbury back to Di Maio. Di Maio slides it in. The shot is charged down. Duxbury has it, and it's cleared as far as Green, and it's cleared away completely to the halfway line, and the highlight ends. So let's demand more again, as Alfreton have a free kick which goes wide, and the highlight ends. So we've had one shot each, neither on target. We have the better XG, but not by a lot. Okay, White to Evans, back to White. The cross is headed down and the goalkeeper is on the deck. The ball's back in, it's headed away. White into Cisse. It's headed away again. Di Maio brings it clear. Plays it left to Joe Leasley. He loses the ball and the highlight ends. So let's try and demand more again. We are behind on XG now, despite having had more shots on target. Jordan Preston is already struggling, so we're going to take him off at half time. And we will go with the suggestion of bringing on Burrow as his replacement. So I'm going to thrash the arms, not good enough. And going to make two changes. Jordan Preston for Jordan Burrow. Ryan Huddart for David Gregory, purely because of Huddart's reaction to the half-time team talk. I'm worried that he might concede a goal in the second half. So we're going to bring on Gregory, and straight away we've got a corner. It's headed behind for another corner on the other side, which is going to be an outswinger from Byrne. It's got plenty of air on it. The header is on target, but saved by Willis, the Alfreton goalkeeper. We're going to go attacking for a bit. See if we can grab a goal. We've had the better of it, but neither side has done enough really to get a goal yet. And Reed gives it to Bradley. Cisse plays it wide to Murray. Murray's cross is deep. Cisse heads it back. Green with the header. It's on target, but easy for Gregory to save. And it's Di Maio down the left wing for Duxbury, who plays it infield. And Claxton clears it all the way through to Gregory. And he feeds Jake Wright. Green back to Jake Wright. Di Maio into Leasley. Back to Jake Wright again. Di Maio beats his man. plays it wide to Byrne. Byrne plays it through to Burrow. Burrow's shot is behind for a corner. And it's floated in. And I've just pressed the wrong button. My apologies. Byrne to Shields to Green. Di Maio's shot charged down. Byrne heads it in. It's cleared and the highlight ends. And it's right to Duxbury. Green. Di Maio. Leesley all the way back to Duxbury, who runs infield. Looking for an outball. Finds Byrne, who feeds Burrows. His shot's charged down but reaches Di Maio. Green is forced back to Jake Wright. Leesley into Di Maio to Burrow. Wide right to Tootle, who has a shot across the face of goal. There was nobody running in who could have had an easy finish. So we're going to demand more. And it's Alfreton in possession with Lund. All the way back to the keeper, who launches it straight down the middle, but only as far as Jake Wright. Into Di Maio, who chips it over the top. Burrow's shot is charged down. Lund prevents the corner and finds Cisse. And the highlight ends. I think there's a number of candidates actually for the final substitution. I'm going to wait until there's an obvious one. There isn't at the moment. Di Maio is tackled but retains possession. Burrow through to Byrne. Byrne plays it forward but only finds White in the Alfreton defence. Claxton all the way back to Jones for Alfreton. We win it back. Leesley into Burrow. Burrow to Byrne. Burrow gets it back and finds Shields, who goes for the ball over the top. Burrow puts it in the back of the net. It is Boston 1, Alfreton 0. 66 minutes gone. We have the opening goal of the game. Shields ball over the top. Burrow took one touch to take the goalkeeper out of the equation and then planted a right-footed finish into the empty net. And we crack straight on. Let's encourage. I'm not taking Tootle off. He doesn't need it. I'm going to take Preston off. He's tired and on a 6.1, so we'll bring on Dan Mooney. In fact, no, we won't. We'll take Tootle off at right back. We've got a dedicated right back in Keenan Ferguson on the bench, so we'll bring him on and see if we can see out the last 10 minutes. And it's inside the last 5 minutes now. We still hold a 1-goal lead. We're demanding more one last time. And it's Byrne with the free kick. It's just wide for Boston. And Alfreton have a goal kick, which we don't see. Now they have a free kick, which we do. Wills plays it forward. Grice is in. And he's got it round the goalkeeper, but missed the target. Burrow brings it forward for us. Green plays it forward. The highlight ends, but we re-pick it up with a free kick that's hit the crossbar, and it's a goal kick. We're into stoppage time. Last action of the match now. Jake Wright back to the goalkeeper Gregory. Wright gets it back again, goes long and gives the ball away. It's over the top and Gregory collects, launches it long. Burrow can't get there, but Leesley picks up the clearance. Duxbury down the left-hand side. Crosses, and it's the shot is saved and it's away for a corner. This will be the very last highlight of the match, I'm sure, as we're 12 seconds beyond the 4 minutes. Leesley with the in-swinging corner if he actually gets round to taking it, which he does. Shields' header is over the top, and that is full time. It ends Boston United 1, Alfreton Town 0. I'll see you in a moment to show you the league table and to tell you what's coming up on tomorrow's episode. So this is what the league table looks like after that latest victory. With 20 matches gone, we're on 43 points, 6 points behind leaders York City. And this is what's coming up on tomorrow's episode. I'm going to show you the first 2 games of February against Hereford United away and Southport at home. And I will also, before those matches, round up the transfer business that we do in the January transfer window. And that will be on the episode tomorrow. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to my channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.